Hello, hi guys, welcome to the Two Docs Podcast. I'm Dr. Ellie here.
And I'm Dr. Ingky, and welcome to our podcast whereby two medical doctors speak about things which are medical sometimes, but most of the time it's actually non-medical. And this is our point of view. We don't have any scientific studies behind it, so we just talk.
Correct. And because we feel we've at that pivotal age with 82 years of experience between us, he probably carries a little bit more than me. But with 82 years of combined experience, that's pretty much what we want to share with you, our perspective, our point of view, and we hope that it will find touch somewhere within your life and you can make full use of it, kind of like learning from other people's mistakes. So anyway, please hit that subscribe button, like button, or even share our content. Hit that bell button so that every week we can actually notify you when the new content comes out on every Saturday. All right.
So I want to ask you, what do you do at 5 a.m. every morning?
At 5 a.m., I'm still busy dreaming or sleeping, and on a very rare occasion, just about to go to sleep. How about you?
Same as well. But interestingly, interestingly, there is something called the 5 a.m. club.
The 5 a.m. club. Do they get together and dream together?
I hope not. 5 a.m. in the morning is very, very dodgy, to have a group of guys or girls, group of people at 5 a.m. in the morning in someone's house or a club somewhere. So the 5 a.m. club is actually written by Robin Sharma. Sharma. All right. So what he did was he actually dissected the lives of all the top CEOs and the top executives and all these, billionaires.
All right.
And he discovered, that a lot of them wake up very early in the morning, even before the sun is up.
Okay.
All right. Hence, he nicknamed it the 5 a.m. club.
All right.
All right. So the basis behind the 5 a.m. club is you wake up at 5 a.m. Okay. You get a little bit of exercise done.
Okay.
All right. You plan out the rest of your day.
Okay.
All right. And then you can actually start a little bit of work first before everyone wakes up. You can reply a little bit emails, you can do a lot of house chores, and then when the rest of the household is up, let's say at 6 to 7 o'clock, that's when you have your family time, and you already had that 1 to 2 hours ahead of time to have done your personal things.
Okay.
All right, and that will actually set the standard or set the pace.
All right.
For the rest of the day.
Okay. All right. So, do you do it?
I tried it once. All right. So what happened was, I think it was last year.
All right.
It was after Ramadan. So what we do is during the Ramadan period, Muslims wake up to fast. I mean, when break fast about 5 plus. All right. So I also joined them I would do my live and all. And then after Ramadan is over, then I decided, hey, you know what? Since my biological clock has already, readjusted to about 5 plus in the morning,
so why don't I waking up?
Why don't I just do the whole 5 a.m. thing?
All right.
I wake up in the morning at 5:30 or so. I get a little bit of exercise done, half an hour. Then probably read a book, have a little bit of breakfast while waiting for the kids and the family to wake up at roughly about 7 o'clock. I did that for a week.
Okay.
And I cannot tahan already. I can't take it anymore.
Why you couldn't do it? Why?
Because I did it for a week. Okay. Right? Then I realized that no one is up at the time and I'm up.
Okay.
There is no noise. Yes, it's perfect for a lot of things, but I find that it's a little bit
too quiet.
A little bit lonely. and I needed to wait around for
the next person
next person to wake up.
The next message to be text.
Yeah, half an hour, 45 minutes. And a lot of times then I end up dozing off. And I end up being even more tired than if I had woken up at 7 a.m.
Okay, to be fair, I've tried the 5 a.m. thing for a very short while. Well, not 5, it was about like 5:30, 5:40. But still within that 5 a.m. rule. I tried to put in some exercise time. Go for my jog. I did about an hour and a half, and I just got tired the whole day. Just really got tired the whole day. By 8, I'm very energetic. By 10, which is when the work's supposed to start, I'm getting a little bit woozy, drowsy. By 10:30, I'm super hungry. My whole clock just goes out of whack.
Yeah.
But I think, to be fair, I didn't do all 21 days to form a new habit thing. After 2 weeks, I kind of just say, it's not going to work out.
Okay, yours was 2 weeks. Mine was just 5 days.
Yeah, it was very difficult to even do that 2 weeks. In between, I probably skip 1 or 2 days also.
So end of the day, right, the concept between the 5 a.m. club is you wake up before anyone else so they can get stuff done. You know, you get your personal stuff out of the way so you can either spend time with the family or you can then go to work and interact with your colleagues.
I would say, this might work for 20% of the people.
Yeah.
But maybe 80% may not work very well. And if you want to know more about this 80-20 rule, check out last week's episode, which we were talking about the 80-20 Pareto's law. All right. So coming back, I would say for some people it might work, but it's not because it is a choice, but because it was a necessity. For example, they live far away from their workplace.
Yes.
They have to wake up at 5 a.m. anyway. Or they've got kids who need to travel, or they need to get things ready. Waking up at 5 a.m. may not, while they are doing it, it may not necessarily improve their productivity. Now, why do you think, okay, if we use the 80-20 law, then at least one of us would have, had partial success.
Yes.
But apparently we don't even have a 20% success.
Right. So if you go back to the 80-20 law, right, then this will also mean, right, that 80% of your stuff can be done in just 20% of the time.
Okay.
That means that
if you had woken up earlier.
That means that during the whole day, if you had worked efficiently, you have gotten most of the stuff done already. Then you wouldn't need to wake up
at 5
a.m. to get stuff done. Right? And to be honest, right? So the reason why I don't do the whole 5 a.m. thing, because then I realized one thing. So coming back to what the Germans do.
Okay.
Germans are really efficient. They start work at 9, they finish work at 5.
Okay.
All right. After 5, no work, no SMS, no text messages, nothing of that sort.
Yep.
In Asia, it's different. In Asia, sometimes work goes after that. WhatsApp
9,
comes,
10,
emails come in at midnight. In Germany, no such thing. Work starts at 9, finish at 5. Now, and I did speak to some Germans before, and they cannot understand why in some countries like America and Asia, we work past 5. They say that if you're efficient in what you do, you have finished everything in that 6-7 hours. You have started a project, you have wrapped it up by the end of 5, and you have closed everything. And there's no need for you to actually spend a single second doing anything else. And that is a time whereby you spend either looking after yourself or interacting with your family members.
These people are very close-minded. You know why? Because at 5 p.m., right, or let's say at 4 p.m., right, when they want the whole meeting, right, in Asia, it's about 10 o'clock. Then they'll disturb us. Can we have a meeting now? Video conferencing.
True.
We're still forced to work because of their timing. So they are efficient. We are sub-efficient because we have to follow their timing. But setting that aside, I want to have some form of explanation why this 5 a.m. club doesn't work in this country.
Why?
And I blame it a lot on the diurnal variation or our need for sunlight. Do you know our sunrise is what time here?
Our sunrise here is about 7:30 in the morning.
Correct. 7 to 7:30. But what time is what time
typical
is the typical sunrise?
Roughly about 6 a.m.
Correct. So typical sunrise is between 6 to 6:30 latest. So when you wake up at 5, technically
almost an hour before.
By the time you settle everything, the sun rise. And already. I don't know if you've experienced this, but myself personally, I'm only awake when I see the sun. When I see the sun. I've got this thing. If I'm still in the home, I'm actually very lazy. But the moment I go out and I see the sun hit my eye and it touches my skin, I'm like a plant. I'm like, whoa, let's go. Roaring to start the day. It's the same thing as if it's a rainy day, I get ultra lazy. There's this laziness, but the moment you wake up and it's sunny, it hurts the eye. You feel stuffy, but it just energizes me to want to work. So my explanation of why the 5 a.m. club doesn't work, especially in Peninsular Malaysia, is that don't forget we have set our clocks ahead.
Yeah, we have set our clocks
if you're
ahead
in
an hour.
Sabah, sunrise is at
6:15.
6:15. So when you wake up at 5, within that 1 hour, you finish everything, you already see the sun, you're up and running. People also wake up at 6 there. So whereas here, people wake up at 7. Generally, unless you have to go to school and everything.
Yeah. Another reason why it doesn't really work here is because in most parts of Asia, right, people tend to go out at night.
That's true. That's true.
People don't really go out in the mornings or afternoons, even on weekends, right? People try to avoid the sun because it's really hot.
Really hot and stuffy.
So in most parts of Asia, we tend to go out at night.
Yep.
Hence, that's why if you go, and again, it's not only Malaysia, yeah. It can be Singapore, it can be Hong Kong, Bangkok, Jakarta. It can be Tokyo as well. You will notice, right, at 9-10 p.m. right, there's a lot of people. Lots of people in and out, and then a lot of plans are made nighttime. Let's have dinner at about 8 p.m. 9 p.m. Let's hang
have
out.
dinner discussion.
Yeah, and let's hang out until midnight.
Yeah.
And if you're in the 5 a.m. club, by about 10 p.m. you're really tired and you want to go home. And then no one wants to call you after that.
Correct. And if we look at the 5 a.m. club, it works because a lot of these places by 10 o'clock in those places,
everything's closed.
Club, everything's closed.
Everything's closed.
Like if you're in Australia by 5.
I think
most shops shut down.
Most shops shut down.
And only the restaurants.
Only the Asian shops are open until like 8 p.m.
And restaurants will go up to about 10. Let's say even the pub will go up maximum about 12. I would say 11, 12. Whereas here, if there was no city hall ruling, it can go up until 5 a.m. Until 5 a.m. Once upon a time. Or once upon a time, we had those 24-hour eating places non-stop. So, I would say the other thing that makes that 5 a.m. club a bit, you're right, it doesn't really work very well is because our work time and our social time really starts after 6 p.m.
Yes, that's right.
After 6 p.m. Whereas in most countries, after 5 is don't touch me, don't disturb me. By 5, most shops are closed. By 8, most supermarkets have
they're already
shut
closing
down.
Yes.
By 10, restaurants close. Here, even a standard restaurant can go up to about 11.
Yeah,
at
11
least.
to 12, yeah.
Supermarkets until 10. Shopping malls until 10. So we have a lot of life after the 5 p.m. thing. Yeah, so again, but if you guys are very successful in your 5 a.m. club, do send us some comments. Let us know
how you do it. How you do it.
Because between us, two 82-year-old dinosaurs here, one combined dinosaur, it's like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And we really appreciate if you are in that kind of time zone within this Peninsular Malaysia time zone whereby sunrise is late.
Yeah, a
does
little
that
bit
5 a.m. club really work for you? Okay, now, what if you were to wake up at 5 a.m., what would you really do?
To be honest, what I did was I woke up at 5 a.m., then I did a little bit of exercise, then I had a little bit of breakfast, then I would take a book and read. However, in the morning, it was just not conducive to read anything. It was super dark, right? So I ended up just watching videos or TV, which was non-productive after that. Then I decided, it's my waste of my time.
Okay. I tried a lot of this 4 a.m., 5 a.m. thing during uni. Try to study. Just doesn't work. Because we live in a country that's so hot.
Yeah.
At 4 a.m., 5 a.m. it's so cooling.
Yes.
It's like nature's air conditioning. It's just so not conducive to work for me. It is nicer to be under the covers and to sleep. Very rare you can ever motivate me. The only people I know, I would say 80% of 5 a.m. clubs who are not due to work and they do very well are golfers.
Oh, yes. So you
This is the only time my father can wake up at 5 a.m. without anyone disturbing him. He will wake up sharp at 5 a.m., get ready, out of the house by 5:30, get to the golf course at sunrise.
Yes,
at 7 a.m. he's teeing off already.
That's right.
So the 5 a.m. club works for golfers. 80% of it will be golfers. If you're in a golfer, the 5 a.m. club is not going to work for you. The discipline isn't there.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, we hope you found this 5 a.m. club discussion interesting, and please drop us a line if you say that we're just two old farts that
don't know what we're
talking about, and tell us how you handle this 5 a.m. club, or what is the tips and tricks that will make that 5 a.m. club work really, really well for you. And with that, we will be back again next week with another topic on the Two Dogs podcast. Kindly hit the subscribe button, like, share our content, and we hope to see you again next week. And this is me, Dr. Ellie, signing off.
And I'm Dr. Ingky, and see you next week.
See you next week.